Hello friends, welcome to Sensory Explorers. Last month, we showed you how you could make your own snow so that you could still play indoors, even when it's too cold to go outside. This month, I thought it would be fun to go ice skating. Have you ever been ice skating? When I was little, I lived next door to a park, and every winter they would pour water over the big field to make a gigantic ice rink. I had so much fun going out there and skating with my friends. So we live in Illinois. Like we said last month, sometimes it's just too cold to go outside. And of course now, when you have to make sure you're social distancing, it's not always a good idea to go ice skating inside. So let's bring the ice skating into your house. Don't worry, grown-ups, there are no blades involved, so it's not going to damage your floors. It's super easy. All you need is either wax paper or aluminum foil. I will say the wax paper is going to work the best, but if all you have is aluminum foil, go ahead and try that. It's also going to require carpeted floors. If you don't have any carpeted floors, then instead of using wax paper, go ahead and get a towel two towels that Grown Up says is okay to use. So like everything that we do, you want to make sure you have a grown-up's permission to do this. And before you start, you should probably make sure that you have enough room and that you're not going to bump into any furniture or anything sharp. To make your skates, all you have to do is rip off pieces of the wax paper so it's just a little bit bigger than the size of your foot. You're going to need 2 pieces, one for each foot, and then you'll set them on the floor and step on it. There's no lacing needed. If you've ever tried to lace up ice skates, you know that can be kind of tricky. And now you skate. The thing you have to remember is you can't pick your feet up off the ground like you're walking or like you're really skating. So basically, you're just going to slide around as you shuffle your feet. If you're into hockey, you can take a crumpled up piece of paper, a balled up sock, or some sort of a soft ball, and grab a broom and use that as a hockey stick. Just remember, no high sticking is allowed. This activity is going to give you some great movement. It's a great chance to burn off some of that energy that you've been building up from staying inside all the time. Feel free to bundle up in your coat, hat, and mittens just like I did. It's going to give you a true ice skating experience. Although you might get a little warm, so maybe you could turn on a fan or two, and that'll help cool you down. That was so much fun. We have lots of books at the library that are about ice skating. This first book is A is for Axel, an ice skating alphabet. It's written by Kurt Browning and illustrated by Melanie Rose. Kurt Browning is actually a world champion figure skater from Canada. Each page in this book is going to represent a different letter, and it introduces different concepts about ice skating, specifically about figure skating. There's also some background information written on each page that is going to give you some more information about the topic. So if you have any interest in figure skating, this is a must read. Goodnight Hockey is written by Michael Dahl and illustrated by Christina Forche. It tells the story about a family that goes together to watch their favorite team play hockey. After the game, it's late and they have to say goodbye and goodnight to everyone and everything they see. So if you loved the book Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown and you love hockey, this book is for you. If you have ever watched a figure skating competition or a hockey game, one exciting part has nothing to do with the skaters themselves. Most people love to see the big Zamboni come out onto the ice. The Zamboni is the machine that comes in and cleans and smooths the ice. Have you ever wondered how it actually works? You can find out with the book I'm Cool by Kate and Jim McMullen. This story takes place at a hockey game where the Zamboni comes out during intermission to fix the ice. It explains with bright, colorful pictures and very expressive and fun language what is happening when the Zamboni works its magic. So now that we've gotten our energy out through the ice skating, I think it's time for a snack, don't you? I wonder if Miss Marta has anything special for us. Let's see if we can find her.
Thanks, Miss Jen, for sharing that fun ice skating activity with us. I love to go ice skating with my family in the winter. It's one of the winter sports that we really enjoy. Well, after you come back from ice skating, because it's really cold outside when you go ice skating, right? You are usually cold. And what can you do to make yourself a little warmer? Well, you can drink some hot cocoa. So I thought it would be fun if I can show you today how you can make your own hot cocoa at home. So as you can see, I have some things right in front of me, and these are some of the ingredients that you will need to make your hot cocoa at home. So what I like to add to my hot cocoa is milk. I know some people like to add water, but I like to add milk because I just think it is a little bit more nutritious. So we need milk. We need also a little mason jar or a cup where you can put all of your ingredients in. Also, to make our hot chocolate, you will need some kind of chocolate. So if you have like a long strip of chocolate, what I have here are little Hershey's Kisses that I'm going to use to make my hot cocoa. Also, a measuring cup, because you want to know how much of the Hershey's Kisses you're going to put in to your hot cocoa mix. Also, I like to use some marshmallows to add a little bit of flavor to my hot cocoa. So I add some of those and some sprinkles, and I like to mix everything with a candy cane because that adds a little bit of extra flavor to your hot cocoa. So let's make our hot cocoa together. So in order to make our hot cocoa, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to pour our milk into the mason jar. So you're going to pour as much as you want. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our Hershey's Kisses and we are going to use our measuring cup. And we are going to use the cup that has the 1/3 of a cup. And in that cup, we are going to put our Hershey's Kisses. Now we are going to dump them into our mason jar with our milk. So now that we have all of our two most important ingredients, our next thing is we are going to put them in the microwave. So we're going to open the microwave and we are going to set it up for 2 minutes so that the milk and the hot chocolate will mix together. So you will see that the hot chocolate will melt in the microwave into the milk, and that's going to give us a nice brown color. So now that we heard our beeping sound from the microwave, it looks like our hot chocolate is all done. So you have to be very careful when you take out the hot chocolate from the microwave because it could be a little bit hot. So now I'm going to mix my milk and my Hershey's Kisses together in my mason jar. And we want to mix it very well so that we will get to see the nice brown color of the hot chocolate. And maybe for this part, you might have to ask a grown-up for help because the mason jar is really hot. When I was taking it out of the microwave, it was very hot. So your grown-up can help you mix the ingredients together inside of the mason jar. Now that our hot chocolate looks lovely, we are going to pour it into our cup. And as I mentioned before, the jar is really hot, so I'm going to use a paper towel to protect my fingers so they don't get burned, and pour it into my pretty mug. So next, I just dropped all my marshmallows. I'm going to use my marshmallows and add a couple of them into my mug, just to give my hot cocoa a little bit of a fun flavor. I also like to use sprinkles, and add some sprinkles into my hot cocoa. And so now we are going to use our candy cane, and we are going to mix everything together, because that candy cane does add a little extra flavor to our hot cocoa. Now that our hot cocoa is done, we can sit back and enjoy it. Now that we have our yummy hot cocoa, let's snuggle up and talk about some fun hot chocolate books that you can check out from the library. The first book that I want to share with you is called The Last Marshmallow, and it's written by Grace Lynn. Everybody loves to have hot cocoa on a cold winter day. But when there is one last marshmallow in your bag, what do? Do you take that marshmallow, or do you share it with the people around you? So read this fun book to find out what the little girl does. Does she share her marshmallow with her friend, or is she the one that takes the last one? Do you ever wonder what animals do to stay warm in the winter? Well, I have a fun book for you. Do frogs drink hot cocoa? How animals keep warm. In this fun nonfiction book, you can find out how different animals stay warm in the winter. Like geese, they fly south in the winter to stay warm. And bears hibernate in their caves to stay warm. So check out this fun book to learn more about different animals and how they stay warm. The next two books are some of my favorites: Reindeer Crunch and Other Christmas Recipes. So in these books, you can find some fun holiday recipes. If you don't celebrate Christmas, that's okay. You can still find some yummy winter recipes that you can make with your family. Let's see. For example, you can make some reindeer crunch, some crunchy things. You can make, what else? You can make some yummy dip that you can eat with your family. So check out this fun book to learn about some fun and simple recipes that you can make with your family at home. And our last book that I want to share with you is Christmas Sweets and Treats. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's okay, because this book has some fun recipes that you can enjoy during the winter season. Let's look on the cover. I already see something yummy. It looks like that's a yummy winter drink. Let's see, what are some other things that you can make? Some other fun recipes. Oh, reindeer cupcakes. I love cupcakes. So that would be something fun. Let's see. You can make some candy canes, some candy cane cookies. Lots and lots of fun recipes that you can try at home with your families. And now that the weather is getting cold and you can't really play outside because it's really, really cold, these are some fun things that you can do at home with your families. So everybody, I hope that you enjoyed your hot cocoa. It's really good. So take care, everybody, and we will see all of you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.